Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the... Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. To throw is Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Khalil Mack able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Rosas' kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. On play action, here's Tua. Steps away to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Tua now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 1st touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. touchdown. Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Cowboys are going to hand the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. From the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? Would he break a couple of tackles? I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people will come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They go play action with Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And Washington has retaken the lead. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tua now on first down. They're going right back to Hamler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Tua, a final shot before half toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On the counter, Gibson. And he Gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really do.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Tua. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Cowboys first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Bulldozes past him. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mike 12. Mike 12. Check pass. Check pass.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's got Granson, his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua being chased out left. Touchdown, Cowboys! Kylen Granson, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On first down, it's Gibson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I want to take your role, partner. But up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Left side to Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Washington 31, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tua now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the turnover, it's Tua sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by Evans. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kylen Granson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Throwing now is Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Two to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Set.
Wilson wants to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington.